afternoon, children. I hope you're all happy to come back to school. We are going to learn our new lesson in maths, that is lesson number 7, measurements. I will be doing this lesson in two parts. Measurements, part 1. Children, do you know how big is your classroom? Suppose we want to measure the length of our classroom, what should we do? We should get a meter scale or a tape for that. We will then measure the length of our classroom and report it as so and so meter. But do you know how our ancestors measured length of objects? Did they have a ruler with them the way we have now? No, our ancestors did not have meter scales and tapes. Instead, they measured length in other units like foot, yard, hand, span, cubic, etc., all depending upon the length of our body parts as shown. Let us now know about these units used by our ancestors in detail. A cubit. A cubit is the length from the elbow to the fingertip. It was used in ancient Egypt. And children, remember, we use it now. You measure your place on your bench or your desk and say, this is mine and that is yours. You put your hand and measure it this much. So this is known as a measurement cubic. Yard. 1 yard is the distance between the end of the outstretched arm and one's chin. Look at the boy, how he is measuring the cloth. His one hand is under his chin, while the outstretched hand is far away from his body. This measurement is even used now, sometimes in the villages, where they don't have any tape measures. So they use this way of measuring the cloth. Foot. Foot is the measurement of length of 1 foot. You put your foot on the place you want to measure. That length from the heel to the toe is 1 foot. Place the other leg in front of the toe and that will be your second foot. That's how we measure the area of our room or the ground or the place where we have to stand. Handspan. An handspan is the maximum distance between the tip of the thumb and the little finger. This we do even in class when we want to take the measurement of our table. We put a thumb at the end of the table and then spread it out on the table. Then bring the thumb back to the small finger and spread it out again. That is known as the span, hand span. Children, remember, all of us are different from each other. Each of our hands and legs measure differently. So if we take a measurement of the same table, but the two people will have different readings. Here we got two different readings. The boy gets 5 hand span while the girl gets 7 hand span. These measurements of the same object are different because normally the size of the body parts will vary amongst each one of us. Did our ancestors face any problems while measuring the length using such units? As everyone's body parts are different. The feet, handspan and the arm length are bigger or smaller in different people. The International System of Units. The scientists came up with a standard system of units known as the International System of Units. According to the International System of Units, meter is the standard unit for measuring length. In any place of the world you go, you will see people are measuring length with meter. Earlier, the people used to measure length with different units, all based on their body parts. Currently, we use the standard system of units for measurement called the International System or SI units, and SI unit of length is meter. Now children, let's go on to learn our textbook, page number 35. Length. Thai told Nandu and Sonu to measure the length of the table. Nandu, the length of this table is 11 span of my hand. Sonu says, the length of the table is 12 span of my hand. Salma, both of you use your hand span. Then, why is there a difference in your measurement? Tony says, their hand spans are equal. Nandu says, mine is bigger than Sonu's. That's what caused the problem. Tai, all right, I'll give paper strips of equal length to both of you. Use them to measure this length. Nandu, the length of the table is 9 of these strips. Sonu, when I measured it, it was 9 strips also. The strip you gave us were of equal length. That's why the length of the table measured the same. So, if we measure the length of something using similar means, it measures the same. If I have to measure a chopstick, can I use this strip? This strip is longer than the chopstick. Tai says, we will fold the paper strip to make equal parts. These small parts will be useful for measuring the piece of chalk. Let's fold the strip 3 times and get 8 equal parts. I'll place the chalk along the paper strip. This chalk is equal in length to 5 of these small parts. Nandu, now shall we use this strip to measure the distance between the 2 posts of the main gate? Salma, no, this strip is too short. I have a long string. Let's use that. Nandu, yes, let's use the string to measure the distance between the gate posts. Tony, the distance between the gate posts is equal to 3 strings. Tai, it's easier to measure a great distance using something of a greater length, and to measure shorter distance, it is easier to use shorter things. You have seen that for yourself, haven't you? A sheet of cloth must measure the same, no matter who measures it. That is why a long metal scale is used to measure cloth in a cloth shop. This scale is 1 meter long. The meter is a standard unit which is used for measuring length. If you divide a meter into 100 equal parts, each part is called a centimeter. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. My big brother uses a small ruler from his compass box to measure short distance. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 written inside the bigger marking on this ruler shows centimeter. Between two big marks there are small markings. They show units of length smaller than centimeter. Let us use this standard scale to measure the chalk stick again. The chalk stick is 8 centimeter long. These are two different types of measurement instruments. One is the steel one, which a carpenter uses to measure the wood or the length of the door or even the length of the room. And the other one is a tape measure which mummy uses either to measure the window when she goes to buy a curtain or when she buys material to make your dresses or pants and shirt. Meter, centimeter. A meter is 100 times as long as a centimeter. We use the standard unit meter to measure bigger distances. Centimeter is written as cm and meter is written as m. A meter scale. In the table write whether you will measure the following length distances in centimeters or meter. Length of a pencil, centimeter. Length of a notebook, centimeter. Distance between two buildings, meters. Length of a mobile phone, centimeter. Width of a road, meter. Distance between two poles, meter. Activities. Measure the following distance in standard units. Get your friends to do so too. Compare your observation and measure again if there is a difference. The length of the school compound wall, length of a book, length of a newspaper, length of a table, length of a veranda, height of a table above the floor. Children, this exercise you can take the help of your parents and try and understand it. The second one, find out the length of the following. A sari, that is your mother who wears sari. Cloth required to make your father's shirt. You could ask your father how much he requires to make a shirt. A dupatta. Your mother, ask her how long is her dupatta. A towel that we use. A handkerchief that we use. Children, now sit back and listen to the video. Later, open your math textbook to page number 35 and read right up till page number 38. Understand the matter in it. In the next class, we will do the second part of this same topic.